Hello, adventurers of all shapes and sizes. My name is Chance. Welcome to my spellbook, and thank you so much for tuning into the 38th episode of our feat series. You know, honestly, the time has just flied so fast when it comes to these feats. In any case, today we are going to be taking a look at one of the most overwhelmingly great yet underused feats in the game. And it's underused for a couple reasons, and I'll get to that a little bit more later on. Today we're going to be taking a look at Mounted Combatant. It is found in the Player's Handbook, so everyone's at least gazed over this a few times, but for the most part, they've decided it wouldn't work for their character, basically. In any case, let's take a look at the description to kind of understand what that might be. It would also be worth noting that there is no prerequisite for this, so any class, of any race, of any skill set can use this with no problems whatsoever. The description reads as followed. You are a dangerous foe to face while mounted. While you are mounted and aren't incapacitated, you gain the following benefits. You have advantage on melee attack rolls against any unmounted creature that is smaller than your mount. You can force an attack targeted at your mount to target you instead. If your mount is subjected to an effect that allows it to make a dexterity saving throw and only take half damage, it instead takes no damage if it succeeds on the saving throw and only half damage if it fails. Wow, that's a mouthful there. Just a really quick refresher on the incapacitated description. You're incapacitated, you can't take any actions or reactions, so it kind of makes sense why you wouldn't be able to operate a mount while you're not conscious. At least in my mind, that makes sense. Anyways, let's take a quick look at the walkthrough here and kind of break this down just a little bit more. So first and foremost, the advantage on melee when your mount is bigger than the person you're in combat with. So it would be worth noting that horses are considered large, so are wargs. So most of the things you're going to be riding will be larger by at least one class. Most things out there are classified as medium. There will be a couple exceptions here and there. And note that this probably wouldn't work against other mounted creatures unless you were to knock them off, which is doable. It is definitely doable. The second point, you can force, you can essentially redirect attacks from your mount to you, not the other way around, but just from your mount to you, which is really cool. And when it comes to dex saves for half damage, where you would roll, if you succeed, you take half damage, you fail, you take full damage. Your mount, when it succeeds, takes no damage, as opposed to the half that you would take. And on a fail, it takes half damage, as opposed to the full damage that you would take. Which is, this is a kind of busted feat because of that. In any case, no worries. I'll explain that a little bit more. With all that being said, let's take a look at my personal thoughts. I think that this is an overwhelmingly good feat. My goodness, is it awesome. So for a couple reasons here. First and foremost, attack rolls on any creature that is a size smaller than you. That is awesome. That is super great, especially when you factor in that a lot of the heaviest damaging classes gain so much from advantage. And if you're an elf with elven accuracy and lucky, you'll basically never miss. Honestly, it is incredible. That being said, the ability to everything about this is good. So the second two bullets, the ones that allow you to redirect attacks and the half damage equals no damage, that is aimed at mount survivability more than anything else. So if you look at the actual wording, it doesn't say that the attack targeted at your mount has to target you. So if it's a spell attack aimed at your mount, they could probably tank through it if you happen to know it's a dex save. Honestly, it's a safer bet to have your mount take it than not. It's just aimed at survivability. In terms of who benefits from this most, I want to say rogues, just because of how sneak attack works. So rogues, potentially. Battle masters would also gain a lot from this. Clerics, the mobility would help them out a ton. Yeah, I can't think of a whole class or a whole lot of classes who would not benefit from this, as a matter of fact. Not a whole lot at all. I mean, maybe monks wouldn't benefit a ton from this. A lot of ranged characters might not as well, just because of the melee attack roll component there, and they're not going to be taking a lot of shots anyway, so melee classes might not benefit as much from this. I think it would be hilarious. Now, you need your DM's approval for this. If you made your mount your familiar and you sent them down some crazy labyrinth filled with dexterity based saves, and it just explored the whole dungeon for, I think that would be hilarious. That being said, guys, if you have any alternative uses for mounted combatant, any cool combos or any cool stories you have, please let me know down in the comments beneath. I love reading them, so does everyone else. Thank you so much, guys, and as always, happy adventuring and have a great day.